folks, and welcome to this, the final episode of Decision 2016 Digest for 2015. I'm your host, Scott Jones. This is the program where we bring you the top political and election and policy headlines in 15 minutes or less. You know, it's the holiday season, and I'm going to do something a little bit different today. It's going to be kind of an abbreviated version. It's an episode I've entitled My Wishes for America. Instead of sending a list to Santa Claus, I don't want anything for myself this year. What I want is what's good for America, and by extension, what's good for you, the viewers of this channel. I'm very grateful for all of you that have supported the channel and watched the channel since we launched just a few months ago. We plan to make it even better in 2016. But in the meantime, I took a few moments to jot down what I again call my wishes for America. Number one on my list, I hope and my wish is those that seek to divide us will somehow be silenced. I include that no matter whether you're independent, whether you're Republican, whether you're a Democrat, liberal, progressive, whatever you are, the voices that seek to divide us, I hope they are somehow silenced this year. Number two, my wish for America is that our current self-obsessed, self-involved culture might return to our better days of community, civility, and true care for one another. You know, that may sound Pollyannish, but we've always been a great country. We've weathered storms before, but just the whole tonality and how technology has really changed the culture in our country, where we're more involved in what's going on in that handheld device and what's going on in our own lives. And I'm not just saying or not impugning anyone to saying we're not a generous country, but it just seems like we get so caught up in our everyday lives and our own self. We've forgotten what it's like to be good to our neighbor and to reach out and to have that sense of community. My wish is that somehow, after these last 7 or 8 years of divisiveness, we rediscover that in each other and in our community. Number three, the political polarization that drives the dishonest debate, demonization of people, and the vitriol will give way to rational realizations of the issues that are truly important and impact us all. You know, I started on Twitter before the 2012 election, and some of my closest friends and people I trusted on Twitter have given it up because it's become a cesspool of vitriol and polarized debate. Nobody listens to anyone. Anyone who has a differing opinion gets attacked. I think that is just a sign of the times that we're in, and I'm hoping we can rediscover civility and that rational thought and reason will retake over this emotional, divisive vitriol that we see across social media platforms, but even in the public discourse today. Number four, my wish is that we gain a greater sense of self-awareness of where we are as a country, both at home and our reputation abroad, the risk that this reality presents, and the wisdom of our citizens to make the right choice to rectify this. Again, there have been a lot of important elections in the history of our country, but no more so than the 2016 election. I just can't imagine living in a world where what we've experienced over the last 7 to 8 years of politicians of both ilks lying to us, bullshitting us, and all of that. I hope that somehow we can look up from those handheld devices and take control of a government that seeks to shut down debate, that seeks to marginalize certain people in our society, and tends to demonize those that don't agree with some sort of collective thought that government should be first and foremost in our lives. I'm hoping that America will wake up and grab that back in this next election, irrespective of who the candidates are. And my final wish for America is that leadership at all levels may emerge to lead us to a better place, to more effectively promote and advance the blessings of peace, prosperity, and well-being at home, as well as those suffering abroad. You know, we see the TV reports of the Yazidis on top of the mountains being persecuted by the Muslims and killed by the thousands, the slaughter of Christians, the slaughter of non-jihadist Muslims in the Middle East and all of that. and it's kind of a soundbite in a news clip, and it's so depersonalized. But there's true suffering across the world, and what makes it even worse is that the credibility of the leadership of our people here at home have an impact on how pervasive that is around the world. Nobody respects us anymore. Nobody fears us anymore. Our leadership has eroded, and people are dying because of it. Yeah, they're in some faraway land, but eventually that kind of activity and terror and horror can come home to roost. We need leaders that can articulate a clear position of American leadership, both here at home first and secondarily around the world, that will make people think twice before they foist terror, murder, and mayhem on others. So you may think some of these sound Pollyannish, but it wasn't too long ago that these tenets of who we are were the pervasive thought in public society. Today's pervasive thought is pitting people along racial, socioeconomic, and religious dividing lines, and that's got to stop. Again, these are my wishes for America. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far this year with this channel. I look forward to talking to you in 2016, where a lot of decisions will be made to affect some of these wishes that I've outlined here for our great country today. Thank you for watching. Be sure and give us a thumbs up and like the video. If you want a free Audible month or a free book download, links down in the description. Again, new graphics, new content, and we're going to do our best to keep you informed in this upcoming presidential election year, because it's really an important one. Thank you for watching. Until next time, the happiest of holiday seasons. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Wishing you the very best for the coming new year. We'll see you then.